a very special truck, a very special 57 Chevy truck. There goes Frank on. Hope he goes to altitude, and in just a moment we will see this very special 57 Chevy pickup truck. The one you saw earlier, powered by two Pratt & Whitney J34 jet engines with afterburner, producing some 25,000 horsepower. Here comes Frank Ryder back and forth. A great big race.
Hey, Larry, you know why Frank Ryder's up there, don't you?
Say, what's that, Doug?
I said, you know why Frank Ryder's up there, don't you?
Well, I just told the folks that he's going to get ready for a race. We're going to start a drag race.
Because we're tired of Scott Shockley running his mouth off about how fast his
You're going to beat him. That's correct. Well, now, there's a couple things to think about here. Don't just start jumping into this with your mouth flapping without knowing what you're up against.
Don't worry about it. We've already figured out the mathematics. That's an aerodynamically efficient airplane, 500 horsepower, capable of over 300 miles an hour. We're going to race it. We're going to whip it today. Yesterday, I think you cheated today. And this airplane right here, ladies and gentlemen, you see Frank Ryder flying, is going to beat that big hot air machine of Scott Shockley.
Well, Doug, let me just ask you one question here. Since you did all the mathematics about this, since you figured all this stuff out, you said that the airplane goes in excess of 300 miles an hour.
That's correct.
Let me ask you a question there, my friend. How much in excess of 300 miles an hour?
Well, it depends on if you have a tailwind or
well, you see, it depends on the shoe size and the age and birth and all these other excuses. My friend, that truck has gone 384 miles an hour.
What? Nobody told us that. Wait a minute. Hey, but he's got nothing but some old worn-out surplus jet engines putting out a bunch of hot air. Oh! Oh, did you feel that, Larry?
I can see the asphalt starting to curl up out here. All right, about 384 miles an hour.
We got 500 ponies in the cycle, and we're gonna.
That's a lot of ponies. I gotta give you that.
We're gonna take this.
How
many people out here? Let's just have a poll here, Larry. Okay, how many people think that the airplane with 500 horses and aerodynamic efficiency is going to win the race? Let's hear it.
Me too, folks. Now, let me ask you the same question. How many of you people, like me, think that the jet truck, the world's fastest 57 Chevy, is going to win this drag race? Yeah! There is a small chance that we can do that.
Let's go live into the cockpit with Frank, see if he's ready for a race. Frank, can you read us here at Airshow Center? I got you loud and clear, Doug. Okay, it looks like the hot air machine is on the runway. You ready to give him a run for his money? We're ready to go for it. Okay, we're about 30 seconds away from showtime. And well, folks, let me tell you, we're going to have a distinct advantage. We get to come over the top of Scott Shockley at about 100 miles an hour. At that time, Frank Ryder's going to push the throttle all the way forward and spool up that 500 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine. At the same time, Scott Shockley's going to drop the hammer on the jet truck. I think we're at the post here.
But he's starting from 0 airspeed, and here he comes. Here comes Frank Ryder up behind.
We are ready to race.
He's got it spooled up.
3, 2, 1, race is on.
Off they go. Oh, look at the lead. The airplane has already.
Wait a minute. Scott, you can't do this. Show him, Frank.
He's going to have to go all the way to the end of the runway on that one.
Yeah, well, do this, Scott. Go ahead, pull to the vertical.
Well, Doug, did we get him today?
Aiden, Christoph, let's go, guys.
The judges have just decided that you lost by a spinner.
I don't believe that.
Whoa, he had to keep the power on. That's normally longer than Scott Shockley will burn those jet engines. He got an extra second or two out of that. I will give you that, Doug. In order to be, he had to really push those engines and keep it on. yesterday because of the extra time. 352 miles an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Scott Shockley and Super Shockwave.
Unbelievable. What a race that was.
Hey, let's go to the air right now and talk to Frank Ryder. Frank, why don't you just give us a play-by-play? Okay, Doug, I can do that. We're just kind of looking around right now, watching him clean all this debris off the runway. How many horsepower do you say he has? Frank, you've got 500, and Scott 25,000 horsepower. 25,000. Well, he did have a little advantage there. Yeah, just a little. You do know what you get from 25,000 horses.
That's in a
yes,
truck.
We do.
That's in a truck that only weighs.
Joe Bond's better now. We're going to go ahead and roll it upside down. Show up the cyclone here. Let's get upside down, get some pictures. Here's the smoke. Here's the outside.
The only parachute that Frank Ryder has on his vehicle is strapped to his back. I'd also like to point out one thing.
Back over the top, things will get back into view. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty right. Smoke on, up we go. Throw it. Stand back. And what was the altitude you got on the top of that maneuver there, Frank? We took that to 1,800 feet. I'm starting pretty slow. Why don't you give us an idea of your airspeed as you go through your next maneuver? Man, that was an 18 pull from 250 miles to the turn. Woo! Round and round she goes. We're climbing through 2,000 feet. Here comes the start. What a ride! We went right up 2,200 feet today there on Doug. Well, today we got beautiful weather down the bottom. Gorgeous. I can stand here and play all day. Hey, Frank, what are you your next maneuver going to be for? How would you like to see, Doug? How about a 16-point aileron? 16 points down to get position from the other end, which is easy. Okay, let me get us down. Oh, that's a big, beautiful, slow roll there. Psycho comes around so nicely, it's like at this point. Now, my understanding that when you do a 16-point roll, you'll be actually having to stop the aircraft every 22.5 degrees. Is that correct? That's correct, Doug. If you like to count with me, you guys count it up and to be concentrating. Okay, well, we'll give that a shot. We'll count for you down here. We go. I'm going to take it up on a ballistic arc just to make my job a little bit easier.
Okay.
We'll come in on.
Count with me is 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hey, you got it!
I counted 60. One of us is 50 fingers.
Let's see, what do we have? How about, you folks want to see him give us an 8-point vertical roll? Okay, that's about 3 or 4 people say yes. Okay, Frank's going to do something on his own. Let's see what he's going to get.
It's going to be a 3-point roll.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be every 120 degrees you'll put a point in there. Try, give you something to think about, eh?
Well, you're doing...
Here we go.
Think about it. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3.
Finish it to the floor.
1, 2,
4, that time stopping every 90 degrees.
Of course, roll to the right.
So what you're doing right there is unwinding, is that correct?
That's right, I got my eyeballs so wound up in one. I'm doing there for a second.
Just filling in a little bit of time. We're running a little bit ahead of schedule. And he's just,
Of course, I always like to show off the performance of this airplane. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take her back up on the vertical and do that 8-point you asked for.
all right, so we're going to look for that 8-point roll and see if everybody can count with us.
Of the Oryx XL.
Okay. There's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're hanging. We're hanging. Woo! All right.
There you have it, folks. Frank Ryder from New Orleans, Louisiana. Just burning a little bit more of that free Airshow gas for us. And the Oryx XL Cyclone. I want to remind you to stop by the Oryx Flight Team tent, located to the left of the Airshow Center, right behind the Oracle tent. Oracle, of course, is software that powers the internet.
4-point. Plane's going to be close to
Okay, a 270, modified 270. Okay, well, here we go. 270 degrees to the right, and I fed 270 to and 270 to the left. Another hesitation point roll. But there's Oracle. I want to eliminate that confusion about the two different teams. The Oracle, the Oracle team and Team Oracle. Oracle, of course, is powers the internet. Oracle is the hardware that cleans your home. So stop by and get a free Airshow souvenir. Photographs of the Oryx XL Cyclone in flight, some stickers to get, and you can register one of the 8 upright vacuums to be away today. Frank Ryder in a big, beautiful story.
Well, Frank, I've been told about another minute and a half. Okay, sounds good. I've been having fun. I hope everybody else has.
I think everybody situation out there. A lot of people want to know.
I suppose. We're lined up for runway 16. Here we go. Nice and gently all the way around. We'll take a look at some of those photos.
You fly again, and we're going to turn the microphone back over to Larry Rhode. Daniel, he was, I say, Christian's loser. You can't call a guy that flies like Frank a loser after he lost that drag race to Mr. Scott Shockley with this incredible super Shockwave jet truck. And the race today is because today was a very